Good morning. It's April 23rd, and I want to welcome you to my garden. Today is not going to be the happiest, most uplifting video. We had a freeze event last night. We do get frost at this time of year, usually not quite this cold. Coldest I recorded on the side of the house was -2. I'm sure places got colder than that. To the north of me, somebody recorded 28 Fahrenheit. South of me, 30. So we got some cold. But normally this time of year for here, occasional light frost. Not this kind of stuff. So here we have an apple flower. You can see the damage to it. Another one here. You can see damage from the cold. It was a apple flower. Here's a piece I picked off of a mulberry tree right next to the house. You can see a damage there as well. Here we have a little tomato. You can see this one right here. See one there? He's see how bad he got it right there? But that one's okay. Just a little bit of difference there. Now these are a tomato. They are volunteers. I'm always say I'm going to start some of this variety in the house. Every year I don't do it, and every year I have volunteers. Don't really even know what it is. It's a pink paste tomato. Looks like a big pink Roma on an indeterminate vine. Quite a good tomato. I have other tomatoes in the house. This one I never did start, and I'm said, well, I'll have plenty of plants, and I do. Here we have more. We can see the damage, but here we go, real well. See these here froze. This one didn't. Just a little difference of space, maybe some different in genetics. But freezes and frosts are strange creatures, to say the least. One plant might get it right next to another that doesn't. And that's, but we'd like to get some of our early stuff out early. The stuff doesn't like heat, like these cabbage. And here we can see a few speckles of frost damage, but nothing that bad. So it's way too early to start tomatoes, but these come up on their own, so they had to deal with it. Did not harm our orch or radishes or any of that, or onions, because they are frost. Some of this is frost hardy, some is freeze hardy. That's the way it works. And here we have our strawberries. And it's going to be a hard one because I have this here. But you see this one berry here, it has some damage showing up from the cold. But yet these other ones, on the rest of them on this plant, do not. Depends on the state in which the plant was in, the flower, the fruit was in. Has a little bit to do with it too, as to whether or not the fruit got harmed and if it will make. Well, some of the apple trees do as well have. There we can see, I lost a strawberry plant right there, but we can see a weed right there. A weed that came up, and the frost took care of him too. All right, we lost a weed. I'm not going to worry about that one. But that's how frost and freezers work. Things can get messed. Over here in our beets, we had a plant come up, and I lost it. I was going to move it if it survived. And here we have a little squash plant that came up, a volunteer. We see it froze off as well. We knew any kind of frost at all would take care of that plant, and it did. But anyway, that's our frost. The damage from our freeze. And hopefully you all have a wonderful day. These little setbacks happen. It's just part of gardening. So Just have a wonderful day and just keep growing.